What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, or just everyone who's up in the Jordane chat? How's it going? How's everybody doing, baby? I hope y'all are doing well. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's having a good start to their week. I know that it's Tuesday, but we usually start our weeks off on Tuesdays. Most people start them off on Mondays. We do it on Tuesday because we ain't got no games to play. Why would we be playing games? What's up over there on Instagram? How you guys doing? Are you all having a wonderful, great Tuesday? What's up, Lori? Thank you for liking the chat. I appreciate that, or liking the stream page, whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't know exactly what the hell you want to call it, but you want to call it something. That's what you should call it. That's what you should call it. What's up, guys? Happy Tuesday, everybody. Happy Tuesday. We have made it. We've made it. Luckily, it didn't take too long, but we finally actually did make it. Here we are, guys. Here we are. I know I talk about that a lot, but that's just how we go, man. That's how these things go. Thank you, Rick, for liking this stream. And guys, if you guys could do me that huge, wonderful favor to go on and click the like button or the share button or any of those buttons in between to try to make sure that you're giving us that support to push our stream out to as many people as we can. So thank you guys so much for that. What's up, Barry Jones? Barry Jones up over here hanging out. Thank you, Barry Jones, for liking the for liking the stream as well. We got a little bit of stuff to go over today. Today, man, it's been like all this. There's been just so much news, so much crap going on in the news, so much stuff going on. You see Jeff Bezos jumping around in a plane that looks like a penis, or a rocket ship that looks like a penis. And then all of a sudden, it looks like everybody is trying to act like Jeff Bezos is Superman, and he's amazing, and everybody loves him. But yet, no one remembers all of the horseshit things about him as a person that we don't necessarily remember. I mean, it's cool that he has a company that's going to space, but also a lot of rumors go on that, the way that he runs some of his companies aren't necessarily the best for people. They get people kind of like not really put them in like precarious positions. Like some people say that even his warehouses seem like prisons. And I've talked to people that work there, and we'll get into that as we go. But that's going to be a little bit later into the show. But we also have the Delta variant coming up. We have to talk about the Delta variant because that's been being pushed all over the place. I mean, there was a UK virus, or a UK variant, a South African variant, a Mozambique variant, a Honolulu variant, a fucking New York variant. Where's all these other variants coming from? Do you need to be scared of them? Sounds like it's still COVID. Sounds like it is what it is. But now they want you to get your vaccine. But does it work for the Delta? Even though Delta is over 80% of the actual things that are going on now. So it is what it is. Lori, what's up, Lori? Miranda, how are you, Miranda Steele? Good to see you up in the chat. Thank you for joining us, Miranda. Awesome to see you there. Shy, good old Shy. I have not seen you in a long time, Shy. I've missed talking to you. Shy said, hello, everyone. Hello, Ron. How are you today? I'm doing really good. We're having a great day today. I had a little bit of wrestling this weekend, and actually, let me see if I can. I might have to. Okay. Instagram, I may lose you guys. I'm sorry if I lose you guys over there on Instagram, but I have to share this shirt, so I want to make sure that I share this shirt. Barry Jones, this shit will never end, sadly. Hey, did you see Rand Paul over there shitting on over that too? I mean, we got a lot of shit we got to cover, man. We got a lot of shit we got to cover, but when we're going over the Delta variant, we can go over Fauci and Rand Paul arguing with each other. Even though Rand Paul's a doctor, just so we know, like Rand Paul's a doctor, so now you got doctors out there acting like children arguing with each other, which is always entertaining. It doesn't get much better than that, right? Yeah, I'm sure it will end, Barry, but there's no telling how long it's going to take for them to try to make it end. Like, there's just too many positive political things that they can get from it. I'll get that one. Give me that one. Give me that one. Give me that one. Give me that one. Okay. I'm going to see if I can send that to me. Let's see. Let's see if it's still working. Maybe it's still working. I'm not sure. We're going to have to see. Miranda is good. Good, Miranda. That's awesome. I'm glad that you're doing well over there. Now we got our JPEGs moved over. Let me put them over here into the desktop now, and let's see if we can get them. Whoops. Let's cancel that. Hold on one sec, guys. Be patient. Be patient. So, you know how that is. You know how that is. Here goes one of them for you. If it'll, really? I click on it over there, but it shows up over here, of course. That sounds about right. There goes one. Let's put up another. We had the old Bloody Face here, and Bloody Face Jordane. It's been a long time since we've had or seen Bloody Face Jordane. So you got to be patient with me with the new monitor because I'm figuring out all that. Boom, and then one more. Where did the other one go? Where did the other Bloody Face Jordane one go? Can I find it? Can I find it? Those are pretty good ones there. Was there another one? There was supposed to be another one. Yep, there we go. Okay, cool. Found it. Found it. Found it. I know you guys probably aren't that patient, but it is what it is. Little cray-cray. Little cray-cray. But that's just part of the game, guys. Yo, what's up, Danny Keogh? How are you, my brother? Brother Danny Keogh in there. Oh, and I just set up the monitor now so that we can actually so Instagram can see a little bit of the stuff that I'm talking about whenever it comes to the monitor, because hey, you want to be able to see everything. But yeah, so we got another upgrade over here at the Jordane show, but look at this. Boom. We got a monitor now, so now Instagram can actually see what I'm talking about. Yo, Danny Keogh, Cole, Heather, Party Marty. Everybody on Instagram's popping up, y'all. Y'all are popping out, popping up, popping out. Thank you, guys. Miranda for liking the stream. That is awesome. It always helps us in that algorithm. You guys know how that algorithm is. That algorithm will mess you up. So it is kind of part of the game. So we just want to make sure that we're on top of that. But anyway, we'll go on back to the chat before we get into the show. But I still got a little bit more of a rundown for the show. We got 3 subjects we're covering today, but y'all know how that goes. Hey, Heather, I like your picks. Thank you, Heather. Thank you. I appreciate that. Those are my wrestling picks from over this weekend. I got a little busted up. I took a headbutt right up here, literally right at the top of the ridge of my nose. And thankfully I have a ridge on my nose because it probably could have been a lot worse. But, old Bloody Face Jordane, that's the obligatory wrestler picture that you have to take if you get bloody. If you get bloodied up, you have to take this type of a picture. If you don't, I'm disappointed in you as a person and a man or woman. I am disappointed in you because you have to have your bloody pictures. And I haven't had a bloody picture in a very long time. The last one I had was in MCW like 3 or 4 years ago. But then, and that wasn't planned. But before, and that wasn't planned either. The last one that I had that was planned was like back in 2011, where BTY Colby Godwin and I whooped some ass, whipped each other's asses. And in the main event of New Heights Wrestling for the New Heights Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. And we beat the living hell out of each other. And we both bled like stuck pigs. And it was crazy. Lori, hardcore wrestling. No, I'm a hardcore motherfucker. I'm a hardcore motherfucker, but no hardcore wrestling. It was it was regular wrestling. It happens in regular wrestling too. I did get a lot of people writing me saying, "Oh, you're a deathmatch wrestler now. You're a death." No. I just sometimes you get bloody during matches. Accidents happen, or was it an accident? That's what you'll always be questioning yourself. Did he do it on purpose? Probably. People are assholes. Shy said, Yeah, because you come on other times when I am at a team meeting or customer calls. I know, I'm sorry, Shy. I'm and the times aren't necessarily the most. The times aren't like the most convenient times either. So I understand. I get it. It's all good though. But I'm angry with you because you went and broke your nose and bleeding and didn't even update us if you were all right. I said I was okay. If I post a picture of it, I'm all right. I don't think it's broken. I don't think it's broken. Everybody was wondering if it was broken. I'm pretty sure it's not broken. I think that I would have an idea if it was broken by now. It's Tuesday and it happened on Sunday. So I'm pretty sure we're okay. And luckily it's just a little cut. Like I took some ibuprofen before and earlier in the day cuz my back was a little tight, so I wanted to loosen that up before I got into the ring because I don't want to have anything kind of slowing me down and messing me up. And little did I know that ibuprofen kind of thins your blood a little bit and makes you bleed a lot. So like I knew aspirin. I knew that the aspirin thing was a thing. I knew that would make it that's obviously like an old wrestling trope that wrestlers used to do. Danny Keough said this looks like a crime scene. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a fucking crime scene. If you see me, you should see the other guy. And that was the one piece of offense that he got in me during the whole goddamn match. And I'm so heated about that. Because, like, how the fuck do you bust me open and you only got one piece, man? And he made it count. It counted. I mean, goddamn, he got his one piece of offense in, but he busted me open. You gotta give him that. But it does look like a crime scene. I mean, the whole ring looked like a crime scene. It was just, once I bled, I just started bleeding, man. And I'm starting to think that I'm one of those types that bleed very like a stuck pig. Like it'll just start going and going and going, and I can't stop it. Sometimes you can't stop it. And that's just part of it. That's just part of the game, guys. Like you're gonna find those types of pieces as well as everything else. Yeah, but I had an exciting, fun weekend. Wrestling filled. Got a little bloody. Accidents happen. One of those things. It is what it is. I'm not mad because I still won the match. If I didn't win the match, I probably would have been a little more pissy. But since I won the match, I feel pretty good. I felt pretty good about it. I thought that everything went over pretty damn well. So I can't wait to share that with you guys. And it's gonna take us a little while to be able to share it because just a lot of backstage backstage kind of work stuff with that until we're able to actually show everyone everything that's going on. But it's exciting. But now that I have the TV up and I know that I think that I'm actually going to continue using the monitor. I do like the monitor. I'm going to have to move my pictures and stuff around to where it all matches much more with me. But anyway, with that being said, great weekend, awesome wrestling. And that's the thing with me. Whenever I have wrestling and it goes really well, I can't sleep for like the next couple days. I'm still wired and I'm still jacked up and I'm still like excited and I still have so much adrenaline in me. Like I can't get rid of the adrenaline for a couple of days. So I have to occupy myself by running, I have to do something to occupy myself or I'm going to go crazy. And a lot of times I can't sleep. I haven't been able to sleep for the past 2 days. And that's just because my mind's just like going like, okay, I can do this, I could do that. I'm so hyped up in wrestling and I'm getting so much more excited. I can't wait till you guys see all this stuff that I've been working on because it's coming. And as you see, it's been coming, man. It's been coming. And this is just the beginning. I mean, I'm not the fucking blood thing, but all these updates, man, this is just the beginning because, oh boy, this is going to be a fun year. And I'm only working with people that I want to work with. I'm not going to push myself into positions where I'm not comfortable anymore because that was a big detriment to me. and I know that I need to take care of myself and make sure that my health is good so that I can perform to the best of my abilities and keep myself mentally stable while pursuing our wrestling goals. Because, you know, we got to get to the top of the mountain sometime. Sometime. Beautiful day, though. Beautiful day. You can't really ask for much more than that. The weather's been in the 80s. It's been in the 80s. It hasn't been in the 90s like it was last week, where we were dying. We were literally dying. Okay, maybe not literally, but, you know, we were dying because it was so hot. But I'm from Florida, so, you know, I know how it is anyway, but that's just kind of part of the game, guys. It's part of the game. What are you going to do? Facts. Me on my debut. Exactly, Danny. Exactly. That's the main thing, bro. And yeah, man, I can't wait for your debut, brother. I can't wait for your debut. That's going to be fucking awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing that. You got to make sure you got to let me know whenever you do have your debut, because I'm going to be on that. Gorgeous water. And then last but not least, I figure, you know, we'll be talking about a little bit of serious stuff. Not too super serious. I mean, we're going to talk about the Delta variant and then Jeff Bezos. I'll do, like, we'll roast Jeff Bezos for a while because it's like everywhere you look, it's disgusting. Everywhere you look, you just see, like, oh, my God, can you believe it? Jeff Bezos was a blah, blah, blah. He went to space, blah, blah, blah. He went to space. Fuck him. He's a piece of shit. Asshole. Sure, yeah, he made Amazon. Wonderful thing. But you always hear the bad things. And why do the super rich billionaire types have to have a reputation like that? I don't guess you don't have to, but there is something in order for you to be that successful. You can't be super agreeable. There's going to be a lot of people who do not agree with you, who do not want you doing what you're doing, and then you have to push beyond that. So at a certain extent, I understand that you do have to be a little bit of a dickhead. But you hear these bad things about Jeff Bezos. And it makes me wonder, is it serious or is it not? Is he a really good guy or is he not? He's providing a lot of jobs for a lot of people. But a lot of things that they say about those Amazon warehouses is they sound like slave ships. And that's not good. Slave ships not good, guys. Just so you know. Christopher Barclough, thank you for liking the stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That always helps us with our what's up, buddy? That helps us with our with the algorithms. I don't know. You know, y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. Y'all get it by this point. Come on now. What's up, Christopher Barclough? How are you? How are you doing, Christopher Barclough? Matt Wolf, thank you so much, Matt Wolf, for liking the page. Good to see you, Matt Wolf. It's been a long time, man, and it's been a long time. Danny said he ain't paying shit. Yeah, that's the thing. Fucking Bezos, like, they get all these really good subsidies from the government because they're providing jobs for everybody. But then when they're providing the jobs for everybody, how do you have, like, such a big, and I don't know if this is true for Amazon, but I know it's true for Walmart. Like, how do you have such a giant corporation, but then half your people are on food stamps? That just doesn't sound like a very sustainable thing for a country. I mean, probably for the fucking company, of course. For Walmart, they ain't got to pay you a living wage, so you got to depend on the government to pay you, even though you're working 40 hours a week. You'd think that, yeah, some type of trade-off will be okay. But apparently that happens with Amazon too. So it's all very weird. It's all very weird how these pay structures work with these big giant corporations. And I know you got to pay people what they're worth, but you also got to pay people to be able to pay their bills. They got to be able to pay their bills. How are they not worth it if you do need them for the job? If you need them for the job, you would think that would work. We'll jump into the Bezos story first, because I was going to do the other one, but we'll jump into the Bezos story first. But that's the thing. It gets so weird because it's like, dude, we're sitting here looking, and I know it's such a it's kind of like a cringe take now because you see everybody doing it, but you see everybody saying like, oh, these billionaires are fighting. These billionaires are fighting over going to space, but yet we got so many problems in America. We got so many problems in America that they can't use that little bit of money to help the neighborhoods who are stricken with poverty, who have people dying literally every day because they're poor. Because they're poor. What? I mean, I know that no one is your responsibility, but then again, there's no, like, the society is a society. It's all built by citizens, and all of us are citizens. We're all building this stuff. So sometimes there's people who are more talented than others, and sometimes, they get ahead of the game, and they deserve to get ahead of the game. And people do deserve to get ahead of the game if they're doing really well. But at a certain point, it should not be so obvious. Like, it shouldn't be so much where you're so in tune with yourself that you're not even taking care of your fellow human. And that's how I go. I worry about, like, why can't we take care of each other, man? Christopher Barclough, I just came in from dog walking. Very nice. You got you a good workout in, though. Get you a good workout in. Dog walking's always good. I love walking the dogs. Christopher Barclough, I'm doing good. How are you, buddy? I'm doing really good. We'll have a great show today. Great day. It's been beautiful. It's been beautiful. Matt Wolf, how you doing, dude? I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing good. Just hanging out, doing the show. Wrestling on the weekends, doing the show during the week, working during the week, staying as busy as possible. Miranda Steele, too true. Yeah, I think we were talking about Bezos. Definitely, if that's what we were talking about. And then Christopher Barclough, we do have so many problems with racist COVID. Racist COVID. How's COVID racist, Christopher Barclough? How's COVID racist? I know people are racist, but how's a disease racist? Or a flu variant, or a Wuhan lab for coronavirus in Wuhan virus. How do you not have that? All right, let's see here. So, Jeff Bezos. We'll do Jeff Bezos first. Jeff Bezos. Liftoff. Bezos and 3 crewmates travel to space and back in under 15 minutes. Wow. 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 So impressive. Wow. It is pretty impressive, though, going to space. I mean, you do, yeah, obviously, right? And look at that big old penis. Y'all see that damn thing? Look at that big old penis. They're riding in a big old penis, guys. They're riding in a big old penis. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? They're riding in a big old penis. And people do say that Jeff Bezos is a dickhead. So you got a dick riding in a penis. There you go. You got a dick riding in a penis. But that was the first thing that I noticed. Because Virgin Galactic was more like a plane. And it was like, And then look, they got another penis right there. They got penises all over the place. You have penis right there, penis right there, penis right there. What the hell's up with you, man? Bezos has got all the dicks out. Bezos must be a fan of that dick, bro. Bezos must be a fan of that dick. And guess what, man? It's 2021, guys. It's cool. 2021. Jeff Bezos, get up on that dick, bro. Get up on that dick. Good for you. Good for you, Jeff Bezos. Good for you. Wearing a cowboy hat under the West Texas morning sun. Oh, what a fucking douche. What a fucking douche. Wearing a fucking cowboy hat. Like his dumb fuck ass would ever be a cowboy. Like he could actually live the life of a fucking cowboy. You're too much of a fucking nerd, homie. You wouldn't last 2 fucking days. But put your fucking cowboy hat on and act like you're fucking super shit because you're a billionaire. And that's why your life left your dumb ass and then started giving away money. Because I don't know if you guys realize this or not. Jeff Bezos, not really that big of a fan of philanthropy. He's not very big on giving to charities because, he's the richest man in the world and he's not really big on charities. But his wife or his ex-wife dumped his dumb ass, and now guess what she's doing? She's giving away mostly all her shit. She's giving away a lot of money to charities and taking care of people and shit. That's got to drive him crazy. That's got to drive him more crazy than the fucking actual divorce, is the fact that she's spending money on people who don't have money. Good for her, you know? Good for her for taking care of people. She's trying. At least she's trying, you know? Jeff Bezos, not necessarily the type. Doesn't come off as the type. But hey, he's wearing a cowboy hat because he's a fucking cowboy in West Texas. Fucking dumb. When you hear a billionaire wearing a cowboy hat, my first thought is douchebag, fake, not a real fucking cowboy. Can't be. Can't be. How many fucking cattle you got out there, homie? Oh, no, it's a giant penis. Sorry, giant penis. But it'll take you to the moon, so that's cool. $200,000 a ticket. $200,000 a ticket. And you also can ride on a giant penis for 15 minutes and then go into the air and feel weightless and then go back down. Christopher Barclough heading to Uranus or Uranus. Probably. Vince McMahon loves the cock. DX segment from 2006. Exactly. Bezos loves the cock. It is. That's pretty obvious. Bezos crossed the bridge to enter the capsule made by his company Blue Origin. He was accompanied by 3 others. His brother Mark Bezos, female aviation pioneer Wally Funk, and 18-year-old Oliver Damon. Then the shuttle. I wonder how 18-year-old Oliver Damon got on there. Then the shuttle hatch closed, and just before 9:15 a.m., the 4 blasted into space on the first human flight on Blue Origin's New Shepard launch vehicle. Bezos is the second billionaire this month to reach the edge of space. Yeah, because, you know, Virgin Galactic beat him to it originally. Virgin Galactic did beat him to it, but, you know. Richard Branson rocketed there last week aboard a vessel made by his company, Virgin Galactic. The date of the New Shepard's maiden launch is no accident. July 20th was the day in 1969 that Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin landed on the moon. New Shepard, first human flight. We will do that later. Maybe later. I don't really think the videos... Like, the videos are fucking boring because they just go up and then go down, and then it's, like, not much. There's not much after that. They go up and then they go down. They go up and then they go down. They did reach space, though, which is awesome, but... I mean, this is not the most exciting to see. Bronson's spaceship took a peak altitude around 282,000 feet, higher than NASA's designated Earth space boundary of 50 miles, but short of Kármán line. About 3 minutes into the flight, the booster separated from the crew capsule. The New Shepard passed the Kármán line with hoots of celebration head over the shuttle audio. A sonic boom was heard as the boosters returned to Earth. The capsule remained aloft longer, floating against blue skies. The astronauts, as Blue Origin calls them, were briefly allowed to unbuckle. Who wants a Skittle? Jeff Bezos asked, tossing one of the candies slowly across the capsule, which Damon caught in his mouth. Wonder how much Skittles paid for that. They had to have paid for that, right? That seems like something they would have paid for. Oh, Jeff, look at those. It's dark up here. Funk was heard saying a minute later, apparently looking into the capsule windows, 2,000 miles an hour. Ooh. At about 8-minute mark of the flight, parachutes deployed from the capsule to give a crew an easy touchdown. The capsule touched down in the desert sand, and a soft plume of dust rose around it. Altogether, the mission lasted roughly 11 minutes from takeoff to touchdown. Ain't that some shit? You get to space in 10 minutes. You get to space in 10 minutes. Man, that's hard to imagine. There and back. Now, they didn't go to the moon. That would be a lot longer, but just getting to space is pretty damn crazy as it is. After the capsule landed, cars arrived carrying crews to open the hatch and videographers to document the moment. Scant winds meant the capsule landed where it was expected to. Jeff Bezos stepped off the capsule in his fucking cowboy hat because he's a badass. And followed by Damon. The Funk emerged, her arms flung out in glee. Mark Bezos came out last, and the 4 embraced family and friends. The trip featured the youngest and oldest people to travel in space. Ooh, wow, that's so impressive. The oldest and youngest. How did they work so hard to become the youngest? How did they work so hard to be the oldest? Or is that just some fucking dumb shit that they throw out there? Some of these like factoids that they put out are just fucking stupid. Oh yeah, you were born 18 years ago. You want to talk about like who your family is and what your connections are and why you actually were able to, or is it just impressive that it was an 18-year-old? If it was an 18-year-old from Compton, I would be like, holy shit, that's fucking awesome. But I don't give a fuck about some fucking person's child who knows Jeff Bezos and got hooked up into the first flight. Yeah, you know, that's not impressive. Who gives a shit? But it's a factoid, so we got to talk about the factoids. Factoids are important. Funk 82. I mean, if you're 82 years old, bro, you might die on your way up. Is one of the last surviving members of a group of female pilots who were part of a test to see whether women were fit for space travel back in 1961. The women passed many of the same tests as the male pilots, and they became known as the Mercury 13. But NASA never sent them to space because they were scared. Damon, an 18-year-old Dutch student, oh, here we go, on a gap year, was the first paying customer aboard. Oh, you paid $200,000. An 18-year-old paid $200,000? Almost sounds like mommy and daddy paid for it. I mean, no, that's not like it's a bad thing, but we're figuring it out, right? His father, Joost Damon, founder, CEO, Dutch investment. Oh, there we go. Somerset Capital Partners, they work with money. They manipulate money and shit. Math games. Initially secured a spot for his son on the second flight, but the mystery winner of an auction for a spot on the New Shepard's Voyager apparently had a scheduling conflict, and Jeff Bezos invited Oliver Damon instead. And that apparently was, I heard this on the radio the other day. They were saying that was, what's his name? The actor that was in, what's that guy's name? The actor who was in that 70s show, the other things like that. I don't fully agree with you about Jeff because there are different groups which work. The one on your screen is space-related stuff. He did donate 2020 around $10 billion gift total to 10 donations last year, $2.6 billion, with the lowest of 2011. That's still nothing. He is among top 50 U.S. charity donors for 2020. Look before 2020. Look before 2020. His donations are the shits. He's donated. But if you're the richest man in the world, compare what his donations are and then compare them to what Bill Gates is. Just compare them. That's all. Just compare them. But I understand. Yeah, he's done donations and stuff like that, but not compared to everybody else when you're the richest man in the world. Nah, he's not that charitable. Not when you get a 50-50 split and then your wife fucking gives out way more than you did. Way more than you did. Very weird. Not very weird. You're not really into philanthropy and you don't want to like help people. But you kind of have to because optics. So optics, of course. I'll put out a little bit here. I'll put it a little bit there. Like the dude actually wrote on Twitter, how do I be a philanthropist? And maybe he was just asking people to try to get them all hyped up to be like, ooh, mine, ooh, mine, ooh, mine, ooh, mine. But then he went on and bought in the New York Times. Or whatever the news sources people are thinking and talking and arguing about. So that's another thing that Jeff Bezos does. He also has a lot of connections in the news. And he's always pushing his globalistic plans and agendas and all these other good things that most people like that are doing anyway. It's all globalism. Everything's globalism now. And we're gonna sound like fucking, what's his name? What's that guy's name? The conspiracy guy? Shit. Alex Jones. We're going to sound like Alex Jones talking about the goddamn globalists. The goddamn globalists are going to do it. They're doing it. But, I mean, he's not wrong. He's just crazy, but I like crazy people. But anyway, the start of space tourism era. The launch was a big day for Bezos, but also for Blue Origin's space tourism program. The company's webcast touted that interest viewers should get in touch about booking a spot on a future Blue Origin flight. 2 more flights are scheduled for 2021. Bezos announces new $100 million awards. At a news conference following landing, Bezos announced a new philanthropic, I can't even say the word. The award's first winner are a political commentator. A political commentator. That's your charity. And their politics match with you. Oh. Political commentator, social entrepreneur Van Jones, and restaurateur and humanitarian. Each winner will receive $100 million, which they give to charities. I wonder what those charities are. If you see on a wider range, none of the billionaires actually think about others in charity. And also, everyone worked the same way, right? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're right. Exactly, Shai. Exactly. Thank you. That's my point. That's my point. Because their optics is they try to show that they are charitable, but they're not. They're not charitable people. They put on a persona. Like Elon Musk, he has a public persona. Thomas Edison had a public persona. While Thomas Edison was still around, everybody loved Thomas Edison. He was amazing. Once he left, then you started reading into the fake news, and then you realized Thomas Edison was a dickhead. A lot of these guys are dickheads. And that's the point. Yes, you're exactly right, Shai. That's my point. My point is he's a typical billionaire just like all the others, not that he's any special or anything like that. He's definitely not into helping people, but he does it because it looks good. It looks good. And the way that he runs his companies, you can tell it's definitely not like your typical what's that Silicon Valley type company. He runs it like fucking you know, they say a prison. I've seen people talk about it like that, but I don't know. I've talked to people who enjoy it and people who don't enjoy it working there. So that all depends on your personality type as well. So if your personality type is different, that also changes things as well. Like I'm more into helping people, but that doesn't mean everyone has the same ideas. Some people are into plants, some animals, and some work with nature. Right. And right. Exactly, Shai. That's the thing. My point is, generally in the business, it attracts different type in the business industry. It attracts a different type of personality type that does not care quite as much. There's a reason why they become billionaires, because they don't care about people to a certain extent to where they're only focused on their own shit, and their own shit is what they focus on. And then, of course, they become a billionaire, but that's at the expense of a lot of other people. Now, whether that's good or bad, I mean, you want to become a billionaire, that's cool, and it depends on what you do it with. But, yes, it depends on that. I don't feel that correct to compare Jeff and his ex-wife. She doesn't run a big company. Under Jeff, he has so many under his. He cannot keep giving money away, right? Well, no, that doesn't make sense, Shai, because he's still generating income and she's not. So if his wife doesn't run a big organization, then she's not generating a big income. So she actually cares more because she's not going to get that money back. Bezos still has a giant organization that he can make his money from. So that's the thing. He's a billionaire. Like, he's going to make more billions, so it's going to keep coming. His wife, she doesn't run the companies, so she just got the money, and she was like, fuck it, get rid of it. And she got rid of a lot of the money. So they are different, but it shows you where they are mentally, because Bezos, just like Bill Gates, could be giving out stuff, but he's not. He's not giving out as much as he could. I'm not saying you should. That's your own personal shit. You earned it. You do whatever you want. I'm just pointing out the facts that it's not. I don't want to fucking be on this dude's dick. He just went to space, and everybody's like, oh my God, can you believe he went to space? Meh. Yeah, but we did that in the 60s. Meh. Cool. Get to Mars. Let's see some Elon Musk shit. Let's get to Mars. Micah. I don't know what I would do with the billionaire. That's just too much money for one person. That's a weird, it's a weird number, man. $1 million's a weird number. $1 million is a weird number. It's hard to say for sure, man. It's hard to say. But, he does a little bit of philanthropy. He's giving them to his political operatives, his political friends. We'll check out this video real quick, and then I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, and then I'll be right back. So give me 1 sec. All right, let's do it. We're back, guys. We're back. Shy, no, Ron. She has money as she was partnered with him and was working as charity for a long time. Also, recently, she got a huge chunk after divorce, $35 billion. Exactly. I don't understand what you're talking about. I don't understand the disconnect here, Shy. I don't understand the disconnect. Yeah, exactly. She got the $35 billion chunk, and she's given away a lot of the $35 billion chunk. And that's what she was, yes. She has money as she was partnered with him. Right. She has money, but she's not generating more. I mean, she can generate more. I'm sure she has, like, different jobs, but she's not generating the same income that she was with Jeff. That's the point. He's the one that's generating the bulk of the income and who has generated majority of that money. So, yeah. Hey, Byron! Byron has made it back. What is up, Byron? Byron's back up in the chat town. What's up, brother? What's up, Byron? We're checking out Jeff Bezos' flight to the moon, and I'm shitting on Jeff Bezos while Shy's trying to defend him. But I won't let that happen because I don't believe that bullshit. I think they're all liars. Maybe not all. Most of them are fucking liars, though. This shit's 2 hours, though. We ain't watching this shit for 2 hours, though. All right, let's see. Just show us the important shit. Why is this 2 hours and it was only 10 minutes? You know? Meh. Whatever. Y'all get it. You know, y'all saw the giant penis. Look, there's a giant penis. He rode that to space. That feels pretty good, right? Byron! I don't want to end up like Gates when he... charity so that they become famous. But charity is not everyone's cup of tea. Like, I would build schools for poor kids. No, I don't mean he's doing charity to be famous. I mean, he's already famous. And in order to keep his public persona up, being a billionaire, it makes you look better if you are giving out to charity. It's like John D. Rockefeller, or one of the original Rockefellers, Rockefeller Center in New York City, John D. Rockefeller. He was known majority of his career for killing people in business. He destroyed so many different businesses, and I don't know the exact. So whenever he got older, being a billionaire, John D. Rockefeller, he wanted to fix his persona. He wanted to fix his public persona. And he knew that he did all this bad shit. So he hired a marketing company. This is back in the 1900s, early 1900s, 1910s, 1920s, whatever. And he hired a marketing company to fix his image. So the way that they fixed his image was they had him go out to public and just give out people money. Go into poor areas and give kids some money. And it wasn't a lot of money, guys. It's not like $100 million to your political operatives who are only going to use it for your political reasons that you want them for. It's all based off politics, guys, especially whenever you get to that point. It ain't about helping people. It's about making you look like you help people, but you're really helping yourself. And that's just, I just want us to look at that. I just want us to look at, like, not to just, like, believe everything and believe that everything is the way that it is, because I don't believe that everything is the way that it is. I think that a lot of people lie about everything. So, yes. But yeah, that John D. Rockefeller hired people to give his public persona. You can see Elon Musk does a good job on Twitter with his public persona. Jeff Bezos is less out there, but he's obviously doing a good job with his public persona. Byron has liked the page. Thank you so much, Byron, for liking the page. And I don't know why the hell my buzzer's going off, and they're like buzzing on that goddamn thing hard. That's kind of annoying. But anyway. Jeff Bezos. Micah, he has multiple streams of income. Amazon, Washington Post. It was Washington Post. Thank you. Washington Post. Whole Foods. I didn't even know he owned Whole Foods. And those are just the big public ones. Right, exactly, Micah. That income is not going to stop. Shy, ha ha ha. I am not defending. I am just giving you some more facts that we don't see. No. Yeah. That's exactly. No, that's perfect. You gave me a lot of shit to talk about. That's perfect. That's perfect, Shy. Thank you. No, that was a lot of that was fucking awesome. Good. Always bring it. I don't think that I don't think you're defending. I think honestly you're adding to the conversation. Add to the conversation, please, Shy. Please, that's always good. Byron, ride to space. How much? Byron, $200,000. $200,000 to get your ass to space, especially on the new. What was it? Because the kids. Demi Lovato told him he can't do it because of kids or something. Demi Lovato said like, hey, you got to stay here with your kids. You can't go to space, bro. Stupid ass Ashton Kutcher. You think you're going to do something that's a once in a lifetime opportunity for anybody? No, Ashton Kutcher. You're going to stay your stupid ass home and you're going to raise your kids. I don't know, man. Sounds like space would be pretty cool, especially if it's only a 15-minute trip. How can you not take time away for a 15-minute trip? People take fucking time away for a week just to go to fucking North Carolina, let alone anywhere else. What are you talking about? People don't make any sense, I don't think. Micah, a little bit more on old Jeff Bezos, and then we'll move on to the Delta variant because that's always fun, and that's relative with what we're talking about. Micah, Jeff Bezos owns Whole Foods Markets. As Bezos' company Amazon acquired Whole Foods in 2017, Bezos purchased it for $13.7 billion. However, Whole Foods Markets founder John Mackey remains CEO. Yeah, that happens a lot, though, because it's a good company and they want to keep the CEO there who's running it properly. Byron, I like that Billy Bob Thornton movie Space Farmer went up in space and went on Leno. Take it if I was rich, cost reasonable. Yeah. If you have, that's actually to go to space. $200,000 doesn't really sound like that much, actually. It sounds pretty cheap compared to, I mean, you've never been able to go to space before, so that's got to be fucking cool. Seems pretty fucking badass to me. Shy, regarding work, I would agree with you that it depends on how people take it. Work is tough and tight in Amazon, but trust me, there is no company in the world which has light on employees. It depends on people to people who wants what. Some people don't want 9 to 5. Will always feel stressed for that 8 hours. Yeah, exactly. Shy, exactly. There's a wide spectrum. And everyone falls in between, whether they like working hard, they don't like working hard, and everything in between. So yeah, it does get complicated that way. And that makes sense, Shy. Definitely. I'm with you on that. I get it. And that's just part of the game. As we always say, part of the game. All right. Shit, I need to get some more water. I didn't even realize I was running low of my water. That is disappointing. I was hoping I was going to be much better than that, but I guess that's part of the game. I need more water. I'll get some more in a minute, though. All right. I think we're done with old Jeff Bezos. That was fun. Byron, Delta variant. Guess next year they will want you to jab up again too much. Yeah, it's going to be like the flu shot. They're going to want you to do it like the flu shot. Yeah, that's what it's starting to seem like anyway. So this Delta variant coming on out now, scaring everybody. Delta variant now makes up 83% of the cases, guys. 83% of the cases. CDC director says, and he's pressed on booster shots. Now they're talking about those booster shots. What's up, Allison? How you doing over there? Now we got, what's this, Frog Guy? Frog Guy's talking in about breakthrough elections. That has nothing. That has nothing to do with this. Does it? Breakthrough infection. Okay. All right. Well, let's check out this news story then. We'll check out the news story and see what all they got.
From the White House, Rachel, the administration said today that some White House staff has tested positive for COVID despite being fully vaccinated. Are they changing their protocols at all as a result of that?
Well, Lindsay, even with those positive cases, the White House is not going to change any of its protocols.
That's because they can't.
As of right now, we do know that some staff who are in close contact with the president are tested twice a week. The president himself is tested every 2 weeks, but we have asked that question again tonight, and still no word on just how many fully vaccinated White House staffers have now tested positive for the virus, Lindsay.
All right, thank you so much for that update. Rachel Scott reporting in from the White House. Thank you. And for more on this, let's bring in ABC News contributor and Chief Innovation Officer at Boston Children's Hospital, Dr. John Brownstein. Dr. Brownstein, always good to have you on the show.
Here we go.
Just
Delta's deadly spread. It's very weird, though. I swear that I heard somebody saying, and now don't quote me on this. Don't quote me on this, guys. But I swear that I heard on one of these news sources back whenever the coronavirus first started, when they were saying that the most dangerous time was when it first came out, because there will be variants, but when the variants come out, the variants will spread easier, but it's less. So it's how is this worse? Do the vaccines help with the Delta virus as the coronavirus? Do we have to get new? Now, like, is there going to be a variant every year, so we have to get a new variant shot every year so that we don't catch the fucking flu? How does this work? And I guess it's got to be worse than the flu. I mean, at this point, it sounds like it's worse than the flu, but do we really know for sure? Doesn't sound like we ever really know. Shy said, fun debate, quote, if two people agree on everything, one of them is unnecessary. Yep. Byron, TM, long-term effects people feel tingling in hands and legs. I saw someone that got vax on arm was magnetic there. Put a spoon, was holding it. Some pet masters are jabbed up, are dying. What's up, Allison? How you doing over there? Byron had... his chat talking about putting a spoon on his arm after getting the so they're putting magnets in you? Why would they put magnets in you? That's weird. All right. Back to Delta's spread.
Let's get our minds around this. We just heard in Trevor's piece a little while ago about
are doing what we hope for, which is preventing severe illness and death, regardless of the variant that is emerging right now.
At least 9 states are attempting to block mask mandates in schools. What's your recommendation to parents who are sending their kids back to classrooms within the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, there's so much mixed guidance is not helpful. If you have an emerging threat in a community, we want to mask our kids because they will be sort of at the receiving end of infection and potentially severe illness, and also can contribute to transmission. So, it's not about broad scale mask mandates or removing masks. It's about layers of protection that are really tuned to what's happening in the community. If we have surges like we're seeing it in Missouri, yes, we need those layers of protection, social distancing and masking, to limit transmission, because that will have an impact on the community. But overall, parents need to make the best decisions for their kids, and if their kids, understand their underlying risk for themselves and their families, and if they need to mask them, that makes a lot of sense. But again, we need to be very nuanced and flexible as we enter this school year, because again, this country is experiencing different parts of this pandemic, and we can't be applying sort of one size fits all.
Exactly.
I mean, that pretty reasonable take, though. Pretty reasonable take. Every area is going to have a different way that they can handle it, that they have to handle it. It's just one of those things. It's not like you can't go too crazy in the conspiracy realm either, because that's pretty reasonable. I think that was pretty reasonable. Like if you're having if it seems like you do have a spike in cases, then you want to prepare for that. You want to be careful. You want to wear a mask. And I'm not against wearing a mask or anything like that. It's just at a certain point, how long do we have to deal with this shit until we can get back out there and get normal as possible? Micah, the flu also mutates, though, so it makes sense if COVID does as well. Right, that's going to be interesting to see if we have to get a flu shot and a COVID shot, or if they can somehow find a way to do a hybrid vaccine. That would be interesting. And Shai said, I think, yes, we are supposed to take a booster within some time frame. You are supposed to take a booster pending on what type of shot you got. I think Pfizer isn't doing a booster, but Moderna is. Pfizer might be the only one not doing a booster yet, but we'll see. We'll see. Byron, like normally, the variant is supposed to be weaker and not stronger, usually that way, and not a stronger one. I heard that in order to saints from Vax, there is some medicine that contains pin needles will cleanse you. Shai said, yes, Micah, the virus mutates depending on the surrounding. If the virus was near from factory-prone area, that variant will have some chemicals in it. Byron, masks is 1.8 effective, next to null. And I think that depends on what you're protecting yourself with the masks, because the flu virus did go down a hell of a load, and that's got to be because we wore the masks. Once we started putting the masks out there, it's helped with the flu. So, the flu is almost non-existent now. So we did do a good job knocking the flu out a little bit by wearing the masks. So there's a little give or take, a little bit of a give or take. It's back and forth, guys. It's back and forth.
Doesn't sound like it is a one-size-fits-all remedy. Dr. Brownstein,
aware of what Barrack was doing. There's no evidence in this indictment.
Trump ally charged. What just happened? Did y'all saw that right? What just happened? What are you doing? Why did you go to fucking Donald Trump?
Thanks to you. And for more on this, we now bring in former federal prosecutor Robert Mintz, now with
Guys.
from McCarter and English. Thanks so much for joining us tonight, Mr. Mintz.
Biden's been president for like 7 months now, guys. Chill out with that shit. Jesus Christ. Can you chill out with that shit? I know it's fun to shit on Trump, but God, he ain't even president no more. So the CDC and Prevention Director Rochelle Walensky told lawmakers Tuesday that the Delta variant now makes up 83% of cases, up from 50% at the beginning of this month. But isn't that a good sign? Because you don't want the original case coming, because the original ones are more likely to kill you. Now, the variants spread faster, but from my understanding, it doesn't actually hurt you as bad, because in order for it to survive, it can't be as lethal. So but it'll spread a little bit easier. So we'll see. Shai said, if I am not wrong, Pfizer has a booster to work on this Delta variant. Yeah, that makes sense. That's true. That makes sense. That makes sense, Shai. That everybody's probably working on that. Byron, actually, because they stopped giving flu vax. Let's see. This is a dramatic increase from the 50% for the week of July 3rd, she testified in a hearing before the Senate Health Committee. Walensky said the alarming increase was happening the most in unvaccinated areas, and that they were allowing for the emergence and rapid spread of the highly transmissible Delta variant. In some parts of the country, the percentage is even higher, particularly in areas of low vaccination rates. To date, our data indicates that vaccines are available to neutralize the circulating variants in the United States and provide protection against severe disease, hospitalization, and death, she said. The message from the CDC remains clear. The best way to prevent the spread of COVID-19 variants is to prevent the spread of disease, and vaccination is the most powerful tool we have, guys. Get up on that vaccination, babies. Turning the freaking frogs gay. I bet you there's nobody in my chat that knows where that was from. Byron, they totally forget about your immune system, and people get immune from the Delta variant. I guess we do have immune systems as well. This lady, not happy. Not a happy lady, guys. Not a happy lady. And on the subject of whether booster shots, which could offer extra protection against the variant, or immunocompromised people, will be recommended, Walensky and Food and Drug Administration Acting Chief Janet Woodcock said they don't have a timeline on an answer. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can't really say anything. There's not much that you can say, actually, you know? So it's like, come on. Anyway. Yes! 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 I fucking love it. I love you, Jasmine. Thank you so much. That's from Alex. That's all you got to say. Just that's from Alex. That's from Alex. That's all you got to say. And then Micah, that's an Alex Jones clip. So funny. Yes! I love you guys. Yes. Y'all, see? We're on the same level here, guys. We're on the same level. But Alex Jones ain't all that crazy. That's what's crazy. What's crazy is Alex Jones ain't all that crazy. Like, he does all the wild shit to get people talking and talking about him and shit because he knows how to get attention. But then if you actually see, like, a lot of shit that he talks about is true. It's true. He puts it in a hyperbolic statement and makes it sound crazy, of course, because that's what you got to do to get some headlines around here. But, yep, nailed it. Nailed it. You guys are fucking awesome. Micah, we should just watch Alex Jones clips. I'm not against it. My dream is to interview Alex Jones. I want to interview Alex Jones. That's just one of my dreams. I got a bunch of dreams. Vaccine tracker. Here's where the most vaccines have happened. And hey, Maryland, we're one of the top ones that are vaccinated. And even Florida's pretty vaccinated, even though they're wide open and they don't believe in coronavirus. They don't believe in coronavirus. They don't think coronavirus is a thing down there in Florida. I have family members down there that are like, what? Y'all, like, shut down? Like, y'all just didn't go to work? You had to wear masks? Weird. But that's all, you know, of course, Alabama, Mississippi, Arizona, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, North Dakota, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, and Alaska. Y'all are Nazi racist fucks because y'all don't have a vaccine. Isn't that how it works? You're racist if you don't have a vaccine. Y'all are racist. I don't know. Something like that. Something like that. Ooh, Hawaii. Y'all ain't racist in Hawaii. Y'all got y'all vaccine. Good for you. They were pushed multiple times by Republicans who argued Israel has already made the call to use boosters. Who gives a fuck about Israel? Why are we fucking talking about Israel? What the fuck they got to do with anything? You give a fuck about no Israel. Go to the Middle East and worry about that shit if you're worried about if you're fucking worried about Israel. Who gives a shit? Senator Mitt Romney, Republican Utah, pressed Woodcock on when boosters might be available to people who are immunocompromised. A CDC advisory. And don't trust Mitt Romney. He's a polygamist. Or his family's polygamist. He's not polygamist. He's not polygamist, though. Why should we not allow people who are elderly or have other compromised conditions to be able to get that booster? Romney asked, noting that Israel was allowing it. Who gives a fuck? God. Who gives a fuck? Certainly, we're looking at it all, Woodcock responded. Remember this vaccine right now. The vaccines are under emergencies use authorization and require an additional authorization for a booster. Well, how long is that going to take? That's the question, Romney asked. We have people who want to get that booster, and I'm hearing that from people who are at risk and concerned. Why can't they? Well, I know a lot of people who don't give two shits about what you're talking about and don't even think about it. I know a lot of people that don't even think about it, who do not think whatsoever about your fucking horseshit vaccines. Not that they're bad. I got my vaccine. See? I got my vaccine. Do you think he does Look like a big baby, though. Yeah, he kind of looks like a big baby. I said I think he is awesome. Yeah, I think he does look like a big baby. Micah, telling friends last summer that wrestling was happening, and they were confused. And then I told them it was in Florida, and they were like, "Oh, that makes sense." Of course. No, it's in Florida. Oh, okay. That makes sense because they ain't doing that shit in Massachusetts. They ain't doing that shit in Massachusetts, brother. You got a long way to go before you're going to be having some fucking wrestling matches in Massachusetts. Well, they're back now, though. Massachusetts is back now, though. So I have been back down there a couple times. We'll be back there soon. All right, so Romney wants to know how long it's going to take. Woodcock didn't answer the question directly, but noted that Pfizer was submitting data. It potentially makes the case for a booster that the FDA will be looking at. Shai, you literally just brought that up. So Pfizer is working on a booster as well. And Romney responded, I don't like the time frame. Frankly, given the fact that this is being done elsewhere. God, we get it. Fucking other countries are doing it. So what? Worry about your state, bro. Get your state to do it. I'm sure your state can fucking figure it out. Although the nation's COVID officials would not give a timeline on when Americans will need boosters, they detailed what they're looking for to make that decision. Immunity will slowly decrease, not unexpectedly plummet. The top COVID experts said when vaccines get around 70-80% efficacy, boosters will be necessary. Fortunately, we're anticipating that this will wane and not plummet, so as we see that the waning, that will be the top. But whatever. Walensky said the CDC is following a handful of groups, including thousands of people in nursing homes, healthcare workers, and essential workers, testing them weekly. The CDC is also doing lab studies. Well, goddamn. I hope so, guys. I hope so. Byron said Beavis and Butthead. You said Woodcock. You said cock. It's a warning. It isn't vanished, and that is clear because everybody who's getting hospitalized is unvaccinated. Not true. Not true. Look it up. Not true. And they're being exposed to Delta variants. So the fact is the vaccination is holding right now in the U.S. Man, a lot of coronavirus drama, though, man. GOP Senator Bill Cassidy also pressed Woodcock. Get it? Woodcock on a more exact timeline. Woodcock said there are people who don't respond to shots in the first place because they are immunocompromised. But for the general population, it needs to be done only when necessary. We can just boost them all at the same time, right? She said. We need to boost when it's appropriate. We do need to boost when it's appropriate. You don't want to push out too many vaccines and then run out of them. That would be the drizzling shits too. So that sucks. But there's always something that you can do. Fauci said that if immunity wanes from the current efficacy from the mRNA vaccines, which changes your DNA, the Pfizer and Moderna shots down to around 78% efficacy from of mRNA. They are 93 to 94% effective in preventing clinically recognizable disease. If you see a fall below that into the 80s or even, unfortunately, hope it never happens, into the 70s, then you know you've reached a point where the durability needs a boost. And that makes sense too, especially just over time. Over time, it's just one of those things. Those studies are ongoing right now. So those studies are ongoing right now, guys. We don't know exactly where we're at yet, but the Delta variant's kind of thrown a wrench into the cog, a wrench into the spoke, I guess, into the spokes. But anyway, guys, I'm going to run off and grab me some more water, and then we will finish up with a fun little video of the new Jackass movie, because I grew up on Jackass. I grew up on the CKY videos, and I'm going to watch it, but I don't think I'm going to go crazy about it. Byron, Oh crap, that Vax is just weaning us. Oh crap. Yeah, I'm still learning. Thanks, bro. No, all good, brother. All good. We're all learning. We're all learning. Micah, I already got that one. Awesome. All right, give me one sec, guys. Let me go get some more water, and I will be RB. Alrighty. Alrighty, okay. Alrighty, okay. Here we go, babies. Here we go. All right. Shy, I have a quick off-topic question. Cool. We're always cool with the off-topic questions. Shy said, "Will you feel extremely sleepy whole day when you start your weights workout after 4 months? I have been sleepy since the morning. I slept till 11 and now again sleepy." Now, that depends on how many calories I've had. So, and I have not worked out. If I have not worked out in 4 months, it's going to take a while for me to get used to the workouts again. And that does drain your energy a lot faster. A big thing that you can look for whenever you're doing your regular workouts, and this will tell you if you're not taking in enough calories or not, is if you need like a nap in the middle of the day. If you need too many naps in the middle of the day and you're lacking that energy, that's going to be, you're going to need some more calories in you. You're going to need some more energy. Or if you're trying to lose weight, then you can push through and burn the calories that you already have in you, but it always depends. It always depends. You will feel extremely sleepy, but that's just part of it, especially if you're not taking in the right amount of calories. You're less likely to feel sleepy getting your workouts in if you're for sure getting in the proper calories. And the proper calories don't always mean just the amount of calories, but you want to have the good quality calories as well. So that's a good question, Shy. And it definitely can be because of that, but I don't think it is. I think it's more so a lot of times people have like not enough calories because they're eating what they normally eat, and then they start working out, and now you're burning way more calories than what you normally would do. So then naturally you're going to feel like you don't have quite as much energy as you did. But that always depends on the person, and it depends on how exactly you do it, you know? Byron said 620 million dead, and one was a guy in Florida. Died in a motorcycle accident, but yet they have him marked as dying of COVID. Numbers are pushed up gigantically. I did hear that they were, any time that you died, no matter how you died, if you had COVID, they would count you as a COVID death. I remember seeing and hearing about that, but I don't know if that's like I don't know if that's a real thing, you know? But we always got to be we always have to be looking out for all of these damn conspiracies, because the conspiracies are always out there. They're always there, and it's always some shit. Just one person? You mean it wasn't like an international clique who had connections to make it happen, and then they actually made it literally happen? That's not the truth. The truth is it was just one crazy person who decided. I just don't believe all this shit, man. I don't believe anything. Byron, never trust doctors or politicians, but trust engineers like Tesla and farmers. They are the ones solving the problems today. I definitely think there's some good doctors. There's definitely some good doctors. And Tesla lost his mind. Tesla lost his mind. And farmers get taken advantage of. Farmers have no power. People tell farmers what to do, and then the farmers are like fucked over. Shy. Calories are bad as of now. Empty calories, right. As it's a new place, I haven't found a new place to shop my veggies. So I have minimal stuff with me. Also, maybe I am tired of moving as well. I think, it's definitely a combination of both of those, Shy. And that's just part of it. You're probably gonna lose a little bit of weight because of this. Just because it's a new situation, it's stressful, and even though it's not anxiety, crazy stressful, it's still somewhat stressful. So there's always those things that, you have to take into consideration. But take your time. You're going to be good. You're going to be good. You're going to be good. Stay on top of it, though, Shy. Stay on top of it. Don't quit. Don't quit. Keep working out and keep exercising, but don't quit. Byron, he was an android. They saved him. They kill off good doctors. Who's they? Who kills off good doctors, brother? Byron, who kills off good doctors? All right. So when I was younger, I grew up watching the Jackass show, Wild Boys, whatever offshoots that they had. They had Bad Grandpa, CKY, Can't Kill Yourself. They always had all these crazy, crazy, crazy things going on. Witness protection, yeah, and Ken Griffey Jr. is still alive. Re-sued him too. The system. I got you, the system. Yeah, exactly, Byron. I get you. I understand what you're saying. But I love the Jackass show. Like, the Jackass show and the movies and all those things were so fun. And so many of my friends and I tried to relive, like, the Jackass type moments. And we did a few of the grabbing a grocery cart and running it into a curb and then flying out of it and having fun like that and throwing you into bushes and all kinds of crazy stuff. We used to do that type of stuff just because, it's just like wrestling. Don't try this at home, even though you do it at home. You do it at home, even though you're not supposed to. And we are trained professionals, so you really shouldn't do it at home. But I always enjoyed seeing the reactions of the people whenever shit would happen to them, because I love seeing that stuff. So the new Jackass preview for the movie was just put out. We'll watch that real quick, and then we'll continue on. Kennedy. Oh, wait a minute, Byron. Kennedy Jr. didn't die. They put in dummies in plane. Witness protection. So Kennedy didn't get his head blown off? I mean, it's on YouTube, and I would play it on the live stream, but you did see the video where he got his head cut up, his head shot off, right? Like, there's multiple angles of it, too. A lot of people had cameras back then in the 1960s. But how did he not die then? Where is he? How come he didn't say anything since then? Actually, we might see Kennedy Jr. next month. Oh, is this some Q stuff? Is this that Q stuff? Anonymous Q or Q and Anonymous or QAnon or something like that? Is that what this shit is? What are you talking about, Byron? Kennedy, John F. Kennedy is going to come back? JFK was an android. They had androids back then, Byron? I didn't know JFK was a fucking android. That's awesome. That's awesome. If I was Goku, I'd whoop that ass. But if I was Vegeta, I would get my ass kicked and I would get my arm broken. And then I would be sad. All right. Let's do some Jackass. Let's have a little bit of fun here. Let's lighten up the mood, shall we? Let's lighten up the mood. All right, Jackass. So it's been a long time. Now we get to see the old guys of Jackass come back. Only to JFK was an android, yes. Only to get shot. He is still alive. All better. Awesome. Well, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see JFK next month. I'll be looking for him, Byron. Thank you, brother. Thank you. But now we're going to lighten the mood a little bit. Let's lighten the mood a little bit. We're going to go on to the new Jackass trailer. The new Jackass trailer. Got to be funny. Got to see what's going on. So let's do it. Old school. Old school. I get it. Old school. Is that Johnny Cash? He looks so focused. He looks so focused. He's like, I have to be a bird. I have to be a bird. I already like it. I like it because Johnny Knoxville is such a jackass. He really is such a jackass. Oh. The correct term is synthetic humanoid, you mechanic. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Shane had to jump in right at that time. Perfect goddamn timing, Shane. Perfect goddamn timing. All better. But JFK was a synthetic humanoid. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I did not mean the disrespect. JFK was a synthetic humanoid, and he will be back. And I'm sorry for being a machinist. I'm doing my best, Shane. I'm doing my best. But goddamn, you got me with that one because I'm trying. Look, Shane's going to cancel me for not being PC to androids. And I did not even know that that was a fucking conversation. Damn it, Shane. Damn it, Shane got me. Shane got me, goddamn it. But it had to be Shane. Shane's the only one. Shane's the only one that would. Shai said, yes, please play some soft music. You keep telling some story. I will go to sleep. What is that? Why are you hurt my feelings? Steve, watch 5-minute clip called Intervention. So funny. Micah, I heard Darby Allin is in Jackass 4. That would be fucking cool. That'd be cool. Maybe we can see some Darby Allin in here. I love anytime any type of wrestler gets some type of mainstream publicity or mainstream opportunity or whatever. That's it, man. That's it. And then Byron said he did great in Dukes of Hazzard, used during assassination to stay alive. And Shane, we just made it up. It's a thing. It's a thing now. It's a goddamn thing now. And look, Shane, here, maybe next week or the week after, I'm going to do an episode on transhumanism. And that's going to be that's the direction we're heading. That's exactly the direction we're heading. So you might literally have told the future, Shane. You might literally have told the future. Because with how sensitive everyone is now, with their gender, I guess it's more so like what your identity is. Because it's more so like everything's race and gender right now. So it's like more about your identity. But your identity is going to be more messed up as this transhumanism starts to take place. And that's going to take place, guys. It's taking place. It's going to take place. They're already transfusing blood into old people so that they can, young people's blood into old people so that they can live longer. All kinds of crazy shit. But they've been doing that since the 1900s, apparently. I'm going to get kicked off YouTube. Byron. Alan Jackass. Alan Jackass. Alan Jackson. Alan Jackass. Shy. Sorry. It was supposed to be a request from me to you. Tell me a story so that I can know sometimes. Sometimes I don't know. I should have read it as a question, but I read it as a demand, but I meant it. I'm a demanding person sometimes. I can be anyway. Byron, JFK knew they were going to kill him. All right, let's check out this Jackass.
Jackass be like once we're older? Well, it'll get more mature.
Get more mature. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What the fuck? What just happened? I got fucked up. What happened?
People ask, what will Jackass be like once we're older? Well, it'll get more mature.
Oh, shit. They got me with that. How could they not get your ass with that, man? How can they not get your ass with that? Byron, they will never type as fast as me. No, we won't. We won't, brother. We won't. Shane, just watch Bishop in Aliens or AI in or the Animatrix. Ooh, the Animatrix. I think I have watched the Animatrix, but they're probably already on top of it, Shane. They're probably all on top of it.
The faster you pedal your bike, the faster the other guy's hand goes back. You say this isn't gonna feel like anything.
Concussions aren't great, but as long as you have them before you're 50, it's cool. And not until it's 49. So we're good.
49. We could all only hope that we'll be doing some shit like this when we're 49. I mean, come on. We could only hope.
Can you feel the hurt? Well, today we're going to do
Fuck that!
shopping.
I've been watching Jackass since I was 12 years old.
Oh, they got Tyler the Creator in there too? That's pretty fucking cool.
And guess what? We're here.
She nailed him in the nuts.
Jackass since I was 12 years old. And guess what? We're here.
I love people. I love people. Oh, man. Micah, the horse semen lotion prank is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Oh, my God. I forgot it. You're going to make me throw up. I forgot all about that, dude. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right about that. Jackass 3 is the funniest one. I got to go back and watch them. I got to go back and watch and see which ones I really loved. Byron, new ones bring back memories. Loiter Squad was a Dick House production. Was it? I got to check out Loiter Squad. I never watched Loiter Squad, but I want to watch it now, though. I definitely want to watch it now, though. Go back a little bit. I love it because now they have like a new cast, it looks like, and I guess they have the older cast as well, but it looks like they got like some newer guys in there, which is pretty fucking cool. I mean, they got Tyler the Creator, which is like a famous guy, but like he fits in line with Jackass. He fits in line.
I've been watching Jackass since I was 12 years old. And guess what? We're here.
We have win,
I'm looking for Darby Allin as well. You said Darby Allin's supposed to be in here, right?
and we have Steve-O.
There ain't a bunch of nasty science.
Oh, they got they got fucking Eric Andre. That's fucking awesome. This is gonna be pretty cool. They're mixing in, like, they got the Jackass stuff, but they got a little bit of their older guys. They got a little bit of everything. So that's actually pretty fucking cool. Oh shit. What did y'all do to Eric?
And guess what? We're here.
We have winners, and we have Steve-O.
There ain't a bunch of nasty scientists right here.
What did you guys do to Eric?
Fail to prepare, prepare to fail.
It's so stupid. What the fuck? That's so stupid. Why would you do that? That's such a jackass. That's such a jackass. You're fucking in a marching band, and the marching band is trying to march. Why is that so funny to me? They're trying to march, but then they march on the fucking treadmills, and the treadmills just fucking get your dumb ass out of here. Get your dumb ass out of here. So stupid.
You still got those $1 million teeth, that's for sure.
Gee, didn't set myself up for failure on this one.
Aaron, please relax.
I'm trapped. They're putting honey on me and salmon. Oh my god.
So many books, so little time. Oh yeah, that's a great. Yeah, that's great. And so since I just did the Jackass video, oh, it's not done yet. But since we're doing the Jackass video, I have to go back, and now I want to go over one of the videos where he was talking about being bullied on Jackass. We'll do like a whole Jackass episode before this movie's released, just because I want to see it too. But Byron said, "I know a lot, not all, knowing, but very good." Darby Allen Jackass. Micah, they used to get Tony Hawk and Butterbean, and now they have Machine Gun Kelly and Eric Andre. Right. They need whatever. They need whoever's hot at the time. Whoever is like big in the culture. Like Eric Andre, like I knew Eric Andre, and I knew Eric Andre and who was the other guy? Whatever. Byron, Steve Intervention rules. Please watch Steve-O Intervention. Steve-O's Intervention. Osteoridge on treadmill was cool. Intervention. Yeah, we're good with that. Cool.
Can I get a yeah, dude? If you're as stoked as I am for this new movie, then maybe you're thinking, how am I going to wait until October? Well, the good news is I might be coming to your city before then with my bucket list tour. Check out the dates at stevo.com.
Nah.
Giving away these shirts for just $5.99 while they last. Dude, come to the show wearing this shirt. I'll sign it at the meet and greet. Got 'em in black.
All right, whatever. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Come on, I don't give a shit. But I'm glad that Jackass is coming back. I'm looking forward to it. Micah, have you ever seen Steve-O versus Umaga on Raw? Micah, who hasn't, brother? Who hasn't? Who hasn't though, man? Who hasn't? I'm with you on that. Definitely. You should go back and watch, if you haven't yet, watch Steve-O has a YouTube channel. Go back onto his YouTube channel, and watch him and Chris Pontius talk about whenever they had that match with Umaga, and he talks about how like Umaga stiffed his ass because he was laughing, and he's obviously not familiar with how the wrestling business is. So, what are you gonna do? Anyways, guys, great show. This was a very fun show. Very, very fun show. Very fun show. This was awesome. Thank you all for joining us. I had such a blast with this episode. This was very fun. And we'll be back tomorrow. We got our Wednesday show. We got Wrestling Wednesday tomorrow. And I haven't decided what exactly we're going to be talking about tomorrow. So maybe I'll announce that on a post for tomorrow, sometime tomorrow. But anyway, guys, this was a fun episode. I love you. I had a blast. I hope to see you next time tomorrow for the Just Jordane Show.